Hi, how's it going, guys? This is Mufta for FGBFX. The previous trading week. I hope it was very good. We kick start today with the monthly candles. Because in 3 days time the candles will be closing, so there'll be a lot of activity on the monthly side. So you need to watch out. For me personally, I want to wait for the monthly candles to close before I start trading because it's in 3 days time. So there'll be a lot of activity on the monthly side, the monthly candles to close. So we kickstart today with Euro AUD. Um, I think it's still trading at the same range it was last week. Like we said, it should do or it will do. So basically, from the monthly side, you could see that it's quite in an upward trajectory, if you agree with me. So we are looking at an uptrend right here. Just for the sake of a shorter term, guys, you can see there's an upward trajectory right here. If you add another trend line to the upper range, you see that it's a little bit kind of forming a rising wedge right there on the monthly time frame. So we've established our direction. But another thing is there's a very huge supply level around here. You could tell by the wicks, the candles all around here. To the extent that there was a bearish engulfing candle here. So basically what we'll be looking at getting to the end of the month is if this monthly candle closes above this previous candle, it should tell us the pair might go higher, a little bit higher. So when we go down to the weekly, the smaller time frame, we could see a very good wedge forming. Some people will say you could say um, it's a head and shoulder. It's forming the right shoulder. Same as last week, just same as last week. So left shoulder here, right shoulder, neckline, basically, right. So when we go down to the daily, the list, you could see that last week the previous week it bounced off this level here, but it broke the trend line, but there was not enough momentum, and I kind of said that it might continue up to this level. Personally, this is where I think it's going to get to before it drops back down, before there might be any drop of such magnitude to the downside. So basically, intraday traders should be looking to. So when you go on your smaller time frame, 4 hour, you could see that there was a double bottom here. Just after a break of the trend line, it retested it, couldn't continue, but made a higher into the time frame, even higher than this previous high, right? So there might be a little bit of consolidation around here, but in the end, I think it's going to continue. It's going to push higher. The euro is going to push higher against the AUD. I've seen it. So basically, for the best short opportunity for a swing trader, we'll be looking to sell around here, looking for sell around here. So our first profit target, if it continues down, we should be looking at the neckline and hopefully down. But that's fast stretch. So first take profit first. And this will give us a very good risk reward. So on the 4 hour, that's for the intraday, guys. You should just be looking to buy for the meantime. This is a bottom. This is another bottom. So if this high gets taken out, it will be a very good, when it retests, it will be a very good buy to the top side. So that's the Euro AED, guys. So yeah, we'll wait, like swing traders do. Intraday traders should start trading already. Let's look at the pound USD. That's the Euro AUD. Oh no, let's look at the Euro USD. Let's look at the Euro USD rather. So last week, the Euro USD. Let's start from the bigger time frame. Last week we kind of missed the retracement level, the turning point at which it might have turned. Last week, this was the level that was marked by me especially. So I expect it to push higher to this level before it's especially to push higher from last week before it started doing this move. But no, it didn't. So there was an oversight. A lot of people might have gotten in, but I missed it. I didn't get in on this level here, and that gave them a good double top to short this trade to the downside. So the profit target from this level, if you follow the analysis from last week, which is in the link, you see that we were looking to short to here when it gets here. So that analysis still holds, and this is the weekly, by the way. So if you go to the daily, so this is a case of a missed trade, right? So what do? Do you enter straight up, or you wait for something better to get into the trade? That's exactly what we're going to do. We are going to wait for something better to get into the trade. So there's been a bounce off, right, of the sorry. So there has been a bounce off. There was a high pressure sell throughout last week. So what do? You wait for a retracement. Although if you have $1 million, you can start selling here, and your risk will be around here. Then your reward will be here. Well, that's also fine by me, but that shouldn't be how we trade. So what we want to do is we want to wait for a good daily correction, not intraday, the weekly correction, intra-week correction. One way of doing that is to establish a zone with your Fibonacci retracement tool. So basically, depending on where you're looking at, you might want to sell on the 61.8 retracement or the 50 retracement. So the best thing for me to do right now, you can see a zone has been marked. Wait for a good retracement to here, to this zone. It's a zone, not a line. It's a zone right here. So I want to see a very good retracement to that zone. When we get that retracement, voila, want to see a downside. So your risk Reward. That's a pretty good risk to reward ratio, if you ask me. So risk, reward. So basically, that's what we'll be waiting for this week. So intraday traders will be looking for up moves really. So hopefully they will push the euro higher to the top side, and we'll look for sells on our path. So let's go to the pound USD. Like I said, the monthly candle does a lot at this point, so we want to keep an eye on it. So personally, for me, I would wait. I would wait for. I would wait for the monthly candle to close before I actually do anything on the pound USD. I would like it to trade below this range where it's trading at the moment, 128172. It should close below the range. The monthly candle should close below the range to confirm that this thing might actually give us a retracement to the downside. But if it closes around here, we might not get to see that, and it might continue up to the top side. So Wednesday is the day when the monthly candles will close. So we'll be keeping an eye on it. So actually, if it does close below this range right here, we'll be looking for something like this. So we'll be looking for a retest. If it keeps trading below this range, we'll look for if it closes below that range this way, we'll look for a good retracement level. Until then, just wait and do nothing, and hopefully you get a double top. So my outlook, weekly outlook after the monthly candle closes would be short. I will be looking to be short on the pound. Basically, I think that's so for the pound until it might continue lower. That's what I think from this level onwards. So we just need to watch out. I won't do anything though until on the monthly candle closes. I think we spoke about the Euro OED, we spoke about the Pound USD, the Aussie dollar too. I was last week. I was waiting for let me pick it up from the weekly. You could see that there have not been any bottom since. This might just be a little retracement of a double of the double bottom that happened here. So the double top two held. So this might continue lower this week. If you go to the daily, so I want to be looking for sell side. For those of us who know about double tops very well, this is a good double top. And this might continue down to the downside. If it breaks here, it's another proof down move. Let's watch out, guys. That's all for the Aussie dollar. The pound AUD. The pound AUD. So I want to tell you guys about correlation. So correlation basically means what it means literally. So the pound AUD and the pound USD and most of the pounds are very well positively correlated. So they are basically doing the same thing as at this point in time. So the same thing that I said I was going to do for the pound USD is what is going to happen here also. So I would wait for it to close below this range on the monthly to confirm the double top. to confirm a double top here, here. That's what I'll be waiting for. So when a double top happens, I want to look at the short side, right? But if it breaks this top and closes, the weekly candle closes around here, the monthly candle closes around here, we could see a further continuation to the top side, right? But I hope it closes below that line so we could go for a short, and the risk to reward is pretty good also. So the pound right now is just they'll basically be consolidating. So we want to look for, we don't want to, if you know how to trade in between ranges, we can do that. But on the smaller time frame, it doesn't really say any directional, doesn't really have any directional bias. But if it breaks to the downside, I mean, on the 4 hour, it would be good to wait for a breakout before doing anything. That also confirm the break, you know. That for the pound USD, I think the last one, okay, the NZD USD. NZD was a very good trade. I lost this trade, right? I think the weekly candle took me out. If you had watched the previous analysis, you would have seen that we talked about this and how it was forming a heads and shoulders, right, before this move happened. So I was long from around here. I was long, and I held this trade for days, right? And I moved my TP to I tried to break it even, and this trade came back down, took me out of my trade, and did this. This could be very painful, and it's still painful looking at this trade, looking at this chart right now. But once your risk management rule has told you after this and that, or after you lose a certain percentage, you don't have to enter. You don't have to. I mean, there's a rule-based trading we are doing. So that's the reason I didn't continue trading after I went out of that trade. So there was a double top here on the daily. Very good sell. It's going to continue down. Hopefully, if it gives us a retracement, I'm going to short it. But if it doesn't, it's going to push down. The trajectory is still down. So I'll be looking to go long also, because if you look at the monthly, there's a monthly double bottom right here. So if this monthly candle closes this way, this will be a very good opportunity. You see the weekly candle also. So these are the two price zones I'll be waiting to buy from, here and here. I'm sorry guys, I'm not very I haven't been very consistent with mentioning the price zones. But when you pick most of my price zones are Fibonacci levels. So if you know how to do your Fibonacci very well, you would kind of know the price zones I'm talking about. So for example, this is 62,900. So we're looking for a good buy from 62,900, 0.62900. So when you pick your fib from here to here, you should get a good price. So the NZD/USD for now, the intraday traders, I mean, it's already going lower. So you want to be looking for short side. But if it retraces to the top side, we'll be looking to sell the swing traders. That's it for the Euro NZD also. The Euro NZD also, it's at a very, very good monthly resistance level. There's a lot of resistance here for this pair. And you see over the previous trading weeks, it has just been consolidating. On the daily, there has not been any clear direction on the daily time frame here. So it has just been consolidating and consolidating. But the right way to go is the short. If you're not an intraday trader, for intraday, you should be looking to buy right now in this range. Looking to buy flags in this range. We're looking to buy flags in this range. So basically, I'll be looking to short from here. If it comes to the top side, I'll be looking to short from here for a good risk to reward. But for now, on the daily side, you can see it's a wedge really. If you draw your triangles very well, you see what this is trying to do here. So it bounced off. It might continue to here. So basically, I'll be looking for a short. When it happens, it will be a very good one. Hopefully, you should be looking at the quarter side also. So that's the mind my trend line there, my bottom trend line. So the price, when it break the triangle, the first price you should be looking at is 169,635, 169,365, and that's all we'll be looking at throughout this week. But for intraday, guys, I'm sure it should push higher, higher, and higher for you guys. So it's mostly continue to the top side. You can see the heads and shoulders forming here, the broken heads and shoulders. So yeah. So hopefully from this side we get a downside like that. All right, guys. I think that'll be all for this week. If you enjoyed the video, kindly share with your guys. If it's gonna be helpful for other people. If you're new, also kindly like and subscribe, and drop your comment in the comment box if you need something clarified. If you have something to add up to the analysis. I mean, anything, just drop something in the comment box for me to reply to. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, try and support, and let's grow this family bigger. Okay, guys, have a good trading week and see you next week, guys. Bye bye.